Have you ever thought about why we don't see Pontiac or MySpace or Oldsmobile or even some of the older ones like Edsel around any longer? Well, those businesses ended up failing. We're going to talk about 12 reasons or 12 things that make up successful businesses so that you don't have to fail in your own business. Over the years, I've seen lots of businesses fail and lots of businesses succeed. And we've identified 12 major factors on why that happens. Today, we're going to split it up a little bit and focus on the first 6. So let's jump into the first 6 reasons why businesses succeed or fail. Okay, number 1 is to develop and communicate a clear vision. It's not only understanding the vision in your mind, but also in your heart. When you get that vision and that passion clearly defined in your heart, that allows you to communicate that to others. And others feel your enthusiasm. They feel what you feel and get behind you and help you develop your goals and your dreams. But the bottom line in this, if you don't have a clear vision, we can't succeed. We perish. Number 2 of our 6 points is to lead by example. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we've heard, hey, you have to define your why to. Why are we doing this? But before we define the why to, we've got to define who we are and what we are. We need to know who we are inside and develop those attributes and those qualities that people will want to follow so that we can lead by example. What attributes are the best? One of the things I can think of that's done the best for me in my business career is the attribute of enthusiasm. People will follow that enthusiasm. They'll follow people who are kind. They'll follow people who are gracious. Those types of attributes developed within define you and allow you to lead by example. Okay, number 3 is to seek continuous, real education, and it has to be continuous. And what I mean by real education, there's really only 4 types of education that I've seen. Number 1, scholastic. You can go to school and learn, and that's great. Number 2, there's a specific education for a vocation that you want to learn, or a professional vocation, lawyer, attorney, whatever. But the types of education we talk about for real education are number 3, the more real, specific business experience type of education, where you've modeled something that's successful and you see others doing it and you see exactly how they do it. That type of education is invaluable. Well, let's not forget the 4th one, and that is personal development type of education. That's when you're developing yourself personally to grow and continually grow. If you're not growing and you're neglecting yourself, then you're going backwards. And I found that the hard way when I stopped growing and stopped personally developing myself and getting real education. Let me give you an example of what happened to me when I was running my own business. I've been a CEO a couple different times, and one of my businesses that I had built from scratch and built it up to that $8 million per year was doing fantastic. I had people working with me. I had people following my example. I had people selling. I had people that I had replicated, and I was receiving that residual income on the top of them as well. Things were going great, and I thought, you know what? I got this made. I can let up. I can stop doing what I normally do in my business. And one of those main things, of course, is that real continuous education. So I stopped that. I didn't think I needed that anymore. As soon as I stopped, my business started to go downhill. I had people that started to leave because they couldn't see the vision any longer. They left because I wasn't able to give them new, fresh ideas and new thoughts from the top. So as they left, my business started to go downhill significantly. And fortunately, I was able to figure it out. What had happened is I started reading again and studying and putting together my programs and actually being with good, strong mentors, actually some new mentors this time that helped me get through that. I was able to recover and get back on track, and it was all because of that real education and getting myself back on track. And number 4 is to build the network of people. And what I mean by network is actual people. These are your target lists of individuals that you want to go after as your customers and clients, but they're also your team members. The most valuable asset that you will have in your business is your network. And even if you leave that business, you have the opportunity of taking that list with you and those people with you because they believe in you. So as you build that, that's the most important asset you'll have. Because people don't buy a business, they buy you. And my old friend and mentor, Zig Ziglar, that I worked with at one of my franchise programs, he said this: you can have everything in life that you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. Number 5 is to continually reevaluate your market. And what I mean by that is we always have to stay on top of the latest and the greatest. What's our target market doing? They're always shifting. They're always looking at new things. There's always new technologies, always updates out there. And the way that I do it in the franchise world, for example, I look at other franchise companies that are out there. And there's always new ones popping up. And so as I study those and I see what they're offering in their markets and offering to their potential franchisees and clients, I take the best of what they have, add it to my businesses that fit and make my businesses better. So the continually evaluation of those markets is critical, and the best way to do that for me is to look and see how others are doing and stay on top of the others. Okay, number 6 is implement successful systems. And by that I mean taking action, finding the right system that fits you, and then following it and seeing the outcome that's a successful outcome at the end. Now, all wealth is a result of a system. Think about it. The businesses around you, they took a process and it went through a step-by-step system to get to where they are to be successful. When you even think of things around us like music, music is a system. It's a series of notes played in a certain way to sound pleasing to us. Most everything in life is a result of the system. As you learn to develop or follow that successful system, you can have a very successful outcome in whatever you undertake, whether it's in business or life. When we're talking about systems, I want to talk about one particular value proposition. There is a formula for success that works every single time. And that formula is increase value, you increase income. And the way that you increase your value is 2 simple ways. Number 1, you can, if you've already got a successful brand name or a successful program that's part of you, then you leverage that. But if you don't have that successful system, then you find a successful system that you leverage, and then you build on that. You follow the step-by-step process, which in turn creates more value because it's already been done, it's already been proven, and so you don't have to recreate everything. The successful systems are really what sets apart big businesses and successful businesses from the less successful. Guys, it's been fun being with you today to cover the first 6 of the 12 essential things of succeeding in business. And a lot of it has to do with the systems. Finding and creating that successful system will make all the difference in the world for you. I'd like to spend 30 minutes with you, and we'll do a quick consultation and seeing what will fit best for you. We'll find the system that works for you and your family to create that wealth and to create systems in your life that make your life a lot easier to work with. Click below. Okay, today I've shared with you the first 6 critical elements to business success so that you don't fail. So click the subscribe button so we're going to share even more with you.